again, this is Trace Majestus, and I believe we're currently sitting on a planet on our way to DSSA, Deep Space Support Array, Enigma. Ah, yes, here's my planet. Let's see here. Well, hello there.
I'm up here in the sky.
You're up in the sky. Oh, well, then I better take off, huh?
Well, I downloaded the ED Scout.
Yep.
And I had to jump, since we already did this system, I had to jump to another system to see if it worked. And it works!
Nice. I may have to get it.
Yep.
Retract landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
So I jumped to a few systems to see if it shows the amount of whatever planet it is. Yes, it does.
Nice.
You have to honk it and FSS it, and then it tells you what the price of each one is.
Oh, that's nice.
I had to fly 21,000 light seconds back out here to you.
Well, you could have jumped one system in the direction we're going, and I could have met you there.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Frameshift drive charging.
I guess so. But it's pretty neat.
I'll have to get it. Although I don't know what good it'll do me. Because I'd need a second monitor on this machine, and this machine's already overtaxed.
Yeah. I don't know if you can put it on your laptop. Somehow or another, IP address or something or other. I don't know. He was supposed to bring it out Saturday, but I guess so many people wanted it that he brought it out today. So astronomy has a video out on it today.
Okay, well, I will definitely look at it.
That's the reason why I went ahead and, you know, it's kind of like EDDI.
Yep.
So.
Well, maybe it can be logged into to the account from the other machine. I'd like to spread some of my processing out. That would help.
Well, you could. He talks computer language stuff, and I have no clue what he's talking about. So yeah, you could probably figure it out. Where I was like, what? But yeah, I'll have to do like I do when I try to see what you're looking at on YouTube. Is just click out of Elite and.
Yep.
Go in.
Well, hopefully I can have it logged into the account from the other machine and then have it work from there.
He said you could do it by tablet or your cell phone, so.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see. At any rate, you ready?
Oh, yes, sir.
Engage.
I haven't seen Yellow, so I guess.
He's not logged into Steam, so.
And then another thing we need to check to see is if it works with the wing. You know, since we're both FS in it.
Yeah. Oh, gonna get jitter on the eye tracker tonight. Okay.
Okay.
I thought I had enough.
It shows it shows that there's 11 planets in here, but it also shows that 1200 is the first star.
Okay.
But there's a water world in here.
Alright, well.
There it is. And it shows, oh, the water world, 1,194,000. That's just FSS in it, though. When you get...
System scan complete.
System map. Alright, we on the system. Planet 1 is terraformable. Planet 2 is terraformable. Planet 3 is the water world and is not. I didn't think it would be based on the what it said it was worth. Alright. So I'll skim by 1 and 2 and head to 3.
Okay. So far, it doesn't show what you scanned, so...
So it's not wing compatible. Alright.
So that means if we wanted to know what a system was worth...
You'd have to scan the whole thing.
Yeah.
Makes it somewhat less useful.
Yeah, I figured it'd be a downside to it.
Alright. I guess I'm going 2-1 then. Oh, no, I guess 1 is closer. Alright. 1-2.
You're just flying by, right?
Yep, flying by 1 and 2 because they're right next to each other.
Okay.
1 is pretty yellow. Looks like 2 is going to be as well. So I'll let you actually scan these and I'll head on over to 3. Two looks a lot like 1.
About the only thing I can see how we could go around it is that if we all 3 had ED Scout, and then whatever you
Add 'em up.
found,
Well,
yeah.
oh, you can't quite add them up because some stuff is double covered. When we do the FSS, so you know. But let me turn the head tracker off because it seems a bit glitchy tonight. Which all that says is I didn't get enough sleep.
Shame on you.
Doesn't mean I didn't spend enough time in bed, but it meant that I had, you know, didn't do well sleeping tonight, last night. Hopefully I'll do a better job tonight.
The water world's what, 3?
Yeah.
It shows 6 should be something.
Really? Okay. I'll take a look at what 6 is in a second.
Okay. Yeah, Planet 6.
Not the prettiest water world. It's a mud world.
I don't see nothing with 6. And you should be going to, yeah, 3. Yeah, I don't see nothing with 6. It's a high metal content, but it's not terraformable.
And what's it
So I
say
don't
its
know why
value
it's
is?
saying 6. Huh?
What's it saying the value is on 6?
175,000.
Surface scanned.
Okay, the one I just got through scanning,
Surface
number
scan
2,
complete.
clicked up here for 1,994,000.
Yeah, that sounds about right. System map.
And I'm going to see it when you get done with the water world. If it
Done.
don't,
I'll see what the water world says, because I'm pretty
Yeah.
much done with it. I don't see anything to give any indication as to why.
no, it just says number 6, high metal content body. No, don't show nothing.
But it only says it's 100K, so.
Right.
Yeah, we're looking
Got
for.
your wing beacon on?
Probably not. I should. There, now it's on.
I don't know why.
Well, it may have a set a threshold at 100K for being worth looking at, you know?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm heading towards you.
Okay.
Guess we'll meet in the middle somewhere.
Yeah, I got watching that thing, and it, you know, it's kind of like,
Yep. Got to get used to the new tool. There's probably some parameters it needs to have adjusted for what we're trying to do.
all it does is pop up a box, and it's really kind of, I don't know. You'll just have to look at the video and watch it. I'm coming at you, shush. Wait,
I just got you, so now I'm turning towards the target.
target. Okay.
Engage.
Frameshift drive charging.
Preparing to fold space.
It'll be a good tool if you're out here by yourself.
Yeah.
And it may be they're you know, they just brought it online and they'll tinker with it to where it'll work in wings. Who knows?
Who knows?
Fuel scooping.
15.
Fuel scooping complete.
Alright, we own the system. Nothing there. Oops. Well, that's not too far. I guess we go to that. B1. B1 seems to be the only thing.
Is it terraformable?
Yep.
I need to scoop me some more fuel. So while you did, how far is it out there?
6K.
Okay.
So I guess I'll take a look at what he says about his tool this weekend and decide what I want to do with it. If it can be run on the secondary computer, that'd be great. If not, it's kind of useless. I can't deal with it. Oh, that reminds me, just in case of crashes, I need to put up the secondary broadcast software. I didn't click on that, right? Where did it go? It says it's running. Man, there it is. It just took a long time to start. Alright. That's ready. My safety net is deployed.
Okay, headed out to you. Yeah, it shows B1 is 1,782,000. So you, I think, scanned that, right?
I believe so, yeah. All
So
right.
it's showing up. It's just taking a while.
Okay.
I guess the next system, if it's only got like 5 or so, I'll not go into the FSS and see if it'll show it when you do it.
Okay.
It's the only way I know to figure out if it's really working or not.
Right. Oh, executing loop of shame.
Don't give me a chance to get out of here too, anyways. Oh, and we did start out, it was 88 jumps to Enigma, so now we're down to 86.
Oh, nice. We'll get about halfway there tonight.
Yeah.
Well, a third. Alright, so where's the bright side of this baby? Yeah, it really doesn't have one. It's kind of grim all the way around. Well, I guess this is its best side. Brown with mottled brown.
That's not good. Ready when you are.
Engage.
Frameshift
Preparing to
drive
fold
charging.
space.
Four, three, two,
Oh!
The heck is that?
I don't know.
Why'd we end up in a... Jeez, that's not even an M.
I know it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What's uh-oh?
Hull integrity compromised.
Oh, did you crash out? Yeah, you did. You're not here. Well, should I wait till you get up to Super Cruise again before I scan this stuff?
Hang on, let me get out of here first. I'm going to
Oh.
have to exit the game.
Oh, you ended up in the star?
Hello?
Hello! Welcome back. Hey, Cody.
I got a problem.
What's that?
Every time I engage Super Cruise, I heat up something fierce.
Point directly away from the star. Take the heat damage that you need to take getting out, and just get out.
Yeah, but I don't know where the star is. It don't show me. Oh, yes it does. There we go. Okay.
Yep. The other thing you can do is you can hit the button to come up to Super Cruise. Figure out where the exit is, and immediately stop, so you cool down a little bit. Line up with where the exit was. Light it up and go as fast as you can, and just, you know, you're going to take some damage.
How did
Hopefully
I get
out.
so close to that damn thing?
Did you come out with more than a 0 throttle?
No.
Then you shouldn't have come that close to it. Same as every call with the UK goes, Cody. But it's not so much a call as basically texting and working with my counterparts over there. Some days goes better than others.
Wow.
How much damage you take?
I don't know yet. I'm still trying to get away from the damn thing. Phew. I got it. 99, 98. But I
Okay.
got up there like to 140.
Oh, that's not bad.
What the heck was that all about?
I don't know. Somehow it dropped you within the envelope.
Okay.
Alright, so I'll start scanning the system. Looks like somebody's already got number 4.
I think that was me. I was just trying to get... Hello, Cody. How you doing? That was an interesting concept that I don't want to live through again.
Yeah, and I just saw something that makes me think I know what happened. System
What?
map. Let's see how close in those belts are.
You think I got caught between a asteroid belt and that thing?
I think the asteroid belt may actually be in the I bet that asteroid belt is real. Yeah, and so you hit an asteroid and got dropped down too close to the star.
Okay. Well, if it's anything constellation, it does show what you map, so
Okay.
that's one good thing, I guess.
Hmm.
Down front.
Orbital period, semi-major, orbital eccentricity, inclination. But it really doesn't show that kind of information for an asteroid belt, so it's really hard to see.
Right. Well, I'll tell you what
Anyway.
I am not going to do. I'm not going to go back and try it out.
No, I don't suggest that.
It was almost like I got hung up between a pair of them.
Yeah, except you just got dropped out of Super Cruise because you got too close to an asteroid.
Right. And that put me too close to the... Wait a minute, let me make sure, because that was a system I shouldn't have been in. Okay, now you can target me.
Alright. On we go. Engage.
Frameshift drive charging.
Spooling FTL engines and preparing for jump.
See if I can't jump some more without destroying myself. I was thinking, oh no, I'm going to go all the way back to the unicorn.
And that would be a reason that I might want to keep the Anaconda for the next trip out so that I can put repair limpets in it.
Yeah. Okay, this is 29.
A lot of gas giants.
Yep. Yeah, I think I'll fix up the Anaconda where it has a little bit better jump. Or I guess I could take the
Well,
DPS.
You only really need one person with a, all the repair facilities.
Oh, okay.
At least I think I can repair myself. kind of silly if I couldn't.
Yeah.
Dang it. Mouse problems again.
Uh-oh.
Well, the cord slipped down behind the desk and got caught up on stuff, so I couldn't pull it back up easily.
I'm trying to see where that other... Did you find the other gas giant?
Yep.
System scan complete.
Okay.
System map. Alright, we own the system. Doesn't look like we're going to have anything special. Nope, nothing special. Away we go. Engage.
Frameshift drive.
Charging FTL.
Fuel scooping.
27. And we got an ammonia world in here.
Noise. Well, I found a bunch of gas giants.
Okay.
And a bunch of rocks hanging around with the gas giants.
And the ammonia world.
Uh-huh. System map.
Shows that ammonia world's worth $2 million.
Okay. Well, nothing's terraformable, but I'll take a 2 mil world. Flying up to number 6.
Yeah, it shows one metal-rich body is 413,000.
Share the live stream? I don't know. I've never tried to do that with YouTube.
Oh, right down there underneath the YouTube, it says share. Click it, copy the link, and then you can share it with whoever you want to.
Okay. There's a link there. All right. Didn't know that. Definitely don't know everything.
Well, that's about all. The only thing I do know is how to share. Where you going?
Number 6.
Oh, there you go. Must have had a glitch in Elite because it showed you going backwards.
That's not good.
That's why I asked you where you going.
That's usually a communications error.
You're welcome, Cody.
And it looks like a pretty standard ammonia world. Dingy brownish yellow.
Always nice.
But it does have ice caps. It's a 7 prober. Oh, nice.
Pretty big then, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a good size one. Which would explain why it's a 2 mil.
Yeah.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Alright, you're still in range of me. I got the next system. Away we go. Engage.
Frameshift
Preparing to
drive
fold
charged.
space.
Fuel scooping.
23.
Fuel scooping complete. System scan complete.
System map. Alright, we on the system? I don't see anything good. Does that lovely tool give us anything?
It just says a high metal content, about 195,000.
Yeah.
But it don't. Yeah, it don't show.
Nothing in the mills. Okay. Away we go. Engage.
Okay.
Frameshift drive.
Preparing for warp.
Fuel scooping.
30. How nice.
Fuel scooping complete.
A few gas giants.
System scan complete.
System map. That there is. Doesn't look like there's going to be much good in this system either.
Yeah, I don't see nothing over 193,000.
Which means if the tool is right, there's no terraformables, which it looks like it is. Alright. Nothing good here. Time to move on. Engage.
Frameshift drive charged.
Spooling FTL engines and preparing for jump.
That tool may be alright if I had another monitor where it popped up on, but it ain't worth a hoot if you have to keep popping back and forth between screens.
Yeah, it's definitely got to be on another device.
Fuel scooping.
11.
There it is.
Fuel scooping complete.
3 of its stars.
System scan complete.
System map.
Oh, we got one for 1 million and one for 2 million in here. So it
Alright.
should be 2 terraformables. If I'm reading it right.
Yep. 5 and 6, and they're a pair. Oh, 5, 6, and 7.
What?
Should be 3 of them showing showing a mill or better.
Oh, you may have. I don't know. No, I don't have 7, so that might have been the one you did.
Right.
Okay, I'll go to 1 for the pair. Or
Yeah, it's
6
5,
for the pair, rather.
5 and 6
5
of the
for pair.
pair. Yep. And I'll do a flyby on those and head to 7.
Okie doke.
Which is, of course, on the complete opposite end. That's okay, it's not that far. $1,000,000 credits.
Well, one's 2 million. Which one is it? It's number 5. It's 2 million. Wonder what makes it different than the other one.
Don't know. Alright, I guess I'm going to fly by on 6 before 5.
Okay.
Just because of the way they are in their orbits at the moment. Six is kind of a greenish, cloud-covered orb, I guess.
But this is kind of a color. Oh.
Yeah. Sort of a reddish brown, I guess. With a lot of clouds. And heading for 7.
Surface scan complete.
Time and system. I do a flyby so that people can see them on the screen, and Lynn is scanning them. And then I'll scan this one, so that we'll scan all 3 between us. And since we're in a wing, we both get credit for it. So I fly by so people can see.
Surface scan
Oh,
complete.
and Lynn got the second one. So now she's going to head towards me.
Yeah.
And by the time I'm done scanning this one, she should be over here, and then we can get out of the system. It basically cuts down on the amount of time that it takes us to travel. It's already going to take god-awful long time to get where we're going. So, yeah, if we can find ways to make it a little shorter, it adds up. One of the benefits of exploring in a wing. What one person gets credit for? Yeah, what one person scans, everyone gets credit for.
As long as we're in the same system.
As long as we're in the same system, correct. So now Lynn, as you can see on my radar, down the bottom, she's the blue square way the heck behind me. So I'm going to scan this guy here, and we'll both get credit for it. Then either Lynn will be all the way out here by then, or I'll turn around and head back towards her.
I'm with 800.
But it's not that
700.
far.
Yeah. $500.
Okay, so you're already in range.
400.
Surface scanned by 50%.
And so now I scan that.
Complete.
And we're ready to move on to the next system. Engage.
Frame shift
Preparing to fold
charge.
space.
For a while, I wasn't going through and doing flybys on any of them, and a few people complained that they didn't get to see everything the team was scanning. So changed up a little bit what we're doing, and I do flybys on the planets that the other people in the team will scan. Where Lynn, in this case, some nights it's Lynn in yellow. And then I'll scan one or two as well. But, you know.
System scan complete.
Fuel station.
Zip, fuel station. Get your fuel.
Fuel scooping complete.
System map. We on another star.
1,000.
Okay.
1,200 credits.
Yeah, most stars aren't worth that much. Whenever you're ready,
Engage.
engage.
Frame shift drive.
Spooling FTL engines and preparing for jump.
So,
And if Yellow's in here with me, we usually do all the probing, and Trace just goes and takes pictures of them, depending on how many we have to probe. But it works.
yep. It gets us through these systems in a minimum amount of time and satisfies, the folks who want to see all the nice planets that we encounter. So,
And we've had some unusual looking ones.
we've got a number of unusual ones we've found.
Fuel scooping.
7.
It's a small system.
Ooh, Waterworld.
I was expecting that. That one. That's the water world. That's the other one.
System scan complete.
Was there 2?
System map? No, there was a rocky ice that was like right next to it.
Oh, okay.
System map. Alrighty, we own the system. Planet 1 is terraformable. Planet 2 is a water world. And nothing else is worth anything. So this one, same as the previous system, I'm going to do a flyby on 1. Lynn will scan it, and then I'll go scan 2.
Yep. On my way.
There is a method to my madness.
Shh, don't tell him.
Who, me? Crazy? No! You're only crazy if you don't admit it.
Crazy if you talk to yourself. Well, no. You can talk to yourself, And you can answer yourself. It's when you ask yourself, what'd you say, that you're crazy.
Ooh, that's kind of a pretty red world.
This it is.
Gets a little
On the
orange.
dark side, it almost looks bloody.
Alright, so there's one. Moving to two. Two's over there. And I'll go scan two.
Surface scan complete.
Yeah, if you don't FSS them yourself, then it's not going to tell you what they are. If you got that program, so.
Alright.
Because it's terraformable, you know as well as I do that it should be 1 million or so, but it's not showing.
Right.
So that's one downside. I'll have to make a comment to Astro. You need to fix it where it works in wings.
Why have I got a spinny on the stream? Okay, it went away. That was weird. Don't know what happened. Yeah, we had a lovely problem this afternoon. I didn't know whether or not we would actually have a stream tonight.
Why?
Well, the internet provider had their entire network in New England go down for about 20 minutes.
Oh.
Surface scanned.
Seem to be having throughput issues somewhere.
Surface scan complete.
So that would have thrown you late getting on.
Yeah, but they resolved it, so that's not, you know, all was not lost. Alright, I'm done with that. You ready?
Yep.
Engage.
Preparing for jump.
Charging.
And now that we've got quite a few people on the stream tonight, I'd like to thank you all for joining. It's good to have you, actually it's great to have you along for the ride. I really do enjoy it when there's a lot of people. More the merrier.
Yeah, you missed it. I like to went back to Unicorn, which is 11,000 light years back. That luckily got saved. Fuel station.
Gas station, get your gas here.
Fuel scooping complete.
Lots of hydrogen available.
That's
Only,
what you need.
only 100 credits a ton. And I hit the wrong button. System map. System map. And we own it. Whenever you're ready,
Engage.
engage.
Frameshift drive.
Preparing for war.
Well, as we get to close to 10 o'clock, I may be in a little bit of trouble here because I don't have enough liquid to keep my throat lubricated.
And we could take a pause for the cause.
Yeah, oh, wait a minute. No, I've got the I forgot I got the cranberry soda sitting down under the table.
Fuel scooping.
We're all set.
Fuel scooping complete.
17. Barely 17. Saw Meatloaf on his comeback tour. Yeah, well, I can't get to that one.
System scan complete.
System map. Don't think I saw anything good here, but we'll see.
Yeah,
This is-
we
oh,
got
never
one.
mind. Planet 1. All right.
Well, at least that's what the charty arty said.
Right, and that's goes along with what I see. Planet 1 is gonna be worth something.
Well, as it stands right now, it's 2,113,000.
Oh, nice. Hey, Blue Moon.
Hello, Blue Moon.
For most of them, there's not really a whole lot special about them. You know, unlocking, you know, Soul or unlocking the head of the Empire. Is it Ferenc or Feris or something like that?
Iris.
Unlocking Shinra to Desra, well, that's something.
That's elite in anything, exploring or anything, isn't it?
Yeah, elite ranking in any of the three major disciplines, yeah. Or is it 4? I forget. But whatever. 7 probes. But they're, you know, like Sirius, unlocking the Sirius system. You need that because there are, first of all, there's a
Surface scanned.
engineer in there.
5%.
And second, there's quite a few. It's a good place to get high-paying missions. Or at least it was back when I did it.
Ready when you are.
Engage.
Frameshift drive charging.
Charging FTL.
So Shinra to Desra has a starport that has all ships and modules at a discounted price. So it's one of the best unlocks in the game as far as permit systems. Sirius gets you access to one of the engineers and some decent missions.
Fuel scooping.
Other than that, but it's nice to have that engineer. I forget which one it is.
Fuel scooping complete. System scan complete.
System map. But then there was a huge permit locked area out in deep space, which is only permit locked because Elite hasn't gotten, or Frontier hasn't gotten to the story that's going to take place out there. So it's unlocked. It's locked for story reasons. And then there's the newbie area, which you start out with the permit for, but lose it. System map. I did look at everything. There was nothing. Okay, on to the next. Engage.
Frameshift drive charging.
Preparing for warp.
Can't walk, talk, and chew gum at the same time. Let's track what the heck I'm doing.
4, 3, 2.
If you're leading exploration, then you can go to Raja Desera. I know I said that wrong.
Yeah, he's got exploration and trade, so he's had it unlocked for a while. But yeah, it's like 10% discount on everything there.
Only 4 in here. Probably all gas stations.
2 stars and who knows? Oh no, 3 stars and a planet.
Okay.
High metal content. Well, that may be terraformable.
System scan
Nope.
complete.
No chance. It's a lava world. System map. Nah, it's a lava world, so it's not gonna be. Okay, we own the system. And, it's a lava world. What's its orbit? 0.3 days. It's in close to its star. Ooh, and that's a binary pair. It's darn lucky it doesn't get squished. Oop, hello. Hello, what happened? Hold on a sec. I got a family issue.
Okay.
Okay, issue resolved.
Nope.
Yeah, me too. I predate the newbie area as well. All right, so let's see. There was nothing here. On we go. Engage.
Frameshift drive charging.
Preparing to
Looks
flood
like we're going
space.
to a different system. Not sector, but system. 34.
34.
Fuel scooping complete.
And looks like several water worlds.
Nice. If you're elite in anything, you should have the desert for, I think it's called Founders World. Which is actually, you know, it's the Shinrada Desert permit. Oh, jeez. I don't know if you can hear my phone going ba-da-dink, 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 ba-da-dink.
I think I heard it the first time, but I haven't heard it this time.
Oh, I set it a little further away, I think. I'll check it again in a minute. Waterworld. Ah, okay. Oh, there's 3 of them.
Yeah. Get all of them?
Yeah, they were all in the same place.
Cool.
So no matter how far out that is.
We're going.
That's too much money to leave on the table. Alright, one to find. Ah, there it is. Oh, you found it. Okay. System map.
Wow.
So, we own the system. First star does not have anything. Second star. I know it has at least 3 that we're going to. Terraformable water world. Terraformable water world. Regular water world. Yeah.
D5, 333,000 light seconds away.
For 12 million.
I didn't say nothing. I'll take the first set.
Fachich, yeah, that's Akanar. Ross. Founders World. Yep, Founders World is where Shinrada Desra is. Yeah, but it's a good 15-minute haul out to it. So if anyone's got any questions, now's a great time to ask them. Because we got probably about 15 minutes before we get out to that world.
Do, do, do.
330 light seconds is a long ways.
Yeah, you can fill your coffee up, go to the little water closet, fix you a sandwich, and still get back in plane time. are all the mods you guys are running with this game?
The game doesn't have mods. There's no way to mod the game. There are add-ons you can get, but they don't affect gameplay like a mod would. So I'm running Voice Attack, which basically what Voice Attack does is it is a speech-to-text engine that it allows it to run small scripts. And basically what you do is you press buttons on the keyboard, which correspond to actions you want to happen in the game, like, you know, changing the pips and stuff like that. So there are tools you can use with the game to enhance it, but there's no mods. You cannot mod this game. For instance, I've got a tool in the background which reads the log file to the game and posts it to my commander's profile at the Elite Dangerous star map, so that I can go to the EDSM website and see where I've been. It also lists out every world I scan, among other things. But, you know, and I can set it so that it will update the, I forget the site that does the tracking of the markets, but it can EDDB. I can set it up to whenever I get to a market and I open up the market screen, it will, since all of the market values get stored in the log file and it's reading the log file, it will be able to post the current prices of all the commodities up to EDDB. You know, stuff like that. But mods, there are people who have found some ways to hack the game, and they get their accounts destroyed as soon as it gets found out. But I mean, they do their due diligence, and they generally, you know, it takes them a couple of weeks to permanently ban somebody and completely revoke their account. So, you know, as far as affecting gameplay, I've got a head and eye tracker, which is turned off at the moment because I'm too tired and it's having trouble finding my eyes, so it jerks the screen all over the place. I've got a really good joystick, mouse, and pedals, and then I've got Voice Attack. Like I said, the only thing Voice Attack does is it pseudo presses keys on the keyboard. And what that allows you to do is do things like lights on, and it turns the lights on, lights off, and it turns the lights off. Simple stuff like that where I don't want to take my hands off of the controls. I could just give the command and it will take care of it because I set that up. Yeah, the Xbox is somewhat limited in the amount of things you can get on it. I don't think there's a voice attack that you can install for Xbox. You might want to look that up, see if there is a voice attack for Xbox. But you know, as far as I know, there isn't a head and eye tracker for Xbox. I don't know what you're limited to for joysticks, thrusters, you know, that sort of other peripherals, because I don't own an Xbox. I mean, we got a PS4, but that's pretty much only for playing Blu-ray. it's basically our Blu-ray player. And that's it. My daughter has a Switch for the games she wants to play. You know, the PC is always the more versatile machine. The consoles are always limited in hardware and software options to what can go on it, and the PC just has so many more people programming stuff for it that what the heck is my sister saying? All right. Yeah. So I don't know what to tell you about the Xbox. I know the PC.
Don't look at me. I don't own an Xbox or a PlayStation 4. My son does, but I don't.
Well, the thing I like about the PlayStation 4 is Sony is basically the owner of the Blu-ray spec, and PlayStation 4 games are all delivered on Blu-ray, and so it is by default a Blu-ray player, and one of the, you know, and it's always up to date with the latest spec because Sony keeps it up to date over the internet. So that's why we got that. It's guaranteed to be to spec because Sony owns the spec. So no matter what new Blu-ray feature comes out, I'll have it before anybody else because Sony will just push it out to me. Well, before anybody else. Every other Xbox user will get it the same. Not Xbox. PlayStation 4 player owner will get it the same time, but. $1,500 is what you're going to spend on a decent gaming PC.
You can find them sometimes on sale. You can get them cheaper for $1,500, but that's few and far between.
Usually they're crippled in some way. Like they don't have enough RAM, or they don't have enough, you know, the processor's a cut rate processor that won't keep up with its listed speed, or I don't trust those bargains. There's always something wrong with them. There was one that I saw one time reading the specs on it. Everything was great except the hard drive. The hard drive had just enough room on it to put Windows and maybe Office, and that's it. You needed a second drive before you could do anything, and it didn't. And the motherboard was crippled in such a way that the second drive couldn't be plugged in. Like, oh, that's useless. It's a brick.
Yeah. I think I picked. Let's see. I picked my computer up. It was right after Christmas when they were getting rid of all the extra stuff they had in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that time of year sometimes you can find a good sale, but
Yeah. Yeah. And I went and got the gaming console,
Mm-hmm.
the Obelisk Omen.
But I'll generally build my own, and well, build my own with my father-in-law's help, because he always knows far more about the hardware than I do.
Yeah.
I just don't have time to chase it all down.
Well, I had good luck with the last one I bought from these people. You know, I told them what I wanted it to do, and I told them I didn't want to have to replace it in a year or two, 6 or 7 or 8 years down the road, but not in a year or two. And so
They probably charge you around $1,500 for it, right?
yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Because that, I mean, that's what this type of system is. You know, a system that's gonna, you know, start out good and last you 6 or 7 years is gonna cost $1,500. So, you know, spend $1,500 once every 6 or 7 years, you're in good business.
yeah. Well, my old computer would play Elite just fine, and I bought it like in 2007. It's just that I was getting ready to play the Microsoft 2020 Flight Simulator.
Right, which has higher specs. Yeah.
Right, and so I had to end up, you know, I didn't end up, but I wanted to get it so I'd be ready. And then when it came out, it's like, well, wasn't that a joke?
But your system plays Elite just fine.
Oh, yeah.
And it will probably for as long as Elite lasts.
Yeah. You know, I'm finally catching up to you.
Yeah, because I've been slowing down for a bit. I have yet to see a VR system I like.
They make, if you're like doing this, like trace this for people, the people watching your YouTube is ungodly. I hate watching people in their VR in their headsets, or when they got the curved monitor. It just distorts everything when you're trying to watch what they're doing.
You know, because I stream, I will probably never do VR. But to date, they haven't made a VR headset with a high enough resolution that I could use it. It's part of the reason so many people hurl when they're using it, is because the resolution is so low. Let's see, I was going to fly by 5 and 6 and head to 7, right?
Yep.
Oh, wow, these two are pretty worlds. Oh my goodness. Yeah, but you're asking nice questions. That's a pretty purple world. Okay, cool. Let's go to the next world. Oh, you gotta scan 6 first?
And I'll go to 5, and that way you can look at it without having to change anything.
Okay.
It ain't that big of a deal.
No, they're right close to one another.
Yeah.
7's a little further. Very similar to 5. 5 and 6 are very, very similar worlds. Deep blue, almost purple in the water, with big ice caps. Alright, on my way to 7. Yes, but
Surface scan complete.
it is due to motion sickness, but it's a lot easier to get motion sickness on lower res video, or at least that's been my personal experience. The higher the resolution, the less likely that I will get motion sickness. I found that with just about every first-person shooter. You know, up until videos started getting up to 1K, usually 2K source running on a 1K or better monitor, every single first-person shooter would make me hurl. Once it got over 1K of resolution, no problem. Now, there were other factors probably in with that. I mean, the emotion got better, other things were improved, but primarily, if I go back with the same equipment and everything, and I play one of the lower resolution games, I can play it for 5 minutes and then I gotta be done. That's it, game over.
I forget who it is. Commander Exigius or whatever has the VR.
Mm-hmm.
And when he's in combat mode, oh no, thank you.
Yeah, because he's looking right, left, up, down, because his head on a swivel.
Surface scanned by 50%.
I mean, it's what he has to do for flying in combat, but it doesn't make for watchable video.
You done with that? I'm ready,
Yep.
girl, when you are.
Alrighty then, engage.
Frameshift drive charged.
Preparing for warp.
Wasn't too bad for 12 million.
Nope, wasn't too bad at all. The thing I find with the lower resolution games is because they're lower resolution, the movement isn't as smooth as it is in the higher resolution games. And I think that's part of what gets me.
Fuel scooping.
Once you get above 1K of resolution, my problems all go away.
Fuel scooping complete.
I could take, say Skyrim. Playing at full resolution, I'm fine. If I bring it down to, 640 by 480 or, anything below 1K, it really doesn't matter. And the further below 1K, the worse it is. So if I drop the resolution down, forget it, I'm going to hurl. And it's same game, same hardware, same everything. The only thing I change is the resolution, and I go from being able to play it to no chance. Oops, I can't get that one. Can you see that last world?
I had to move to see one of them, so maybe I did. Yeah, I got it. Hang on.
Okay.
There you go, sir.
Okay. System map.
There is a water world in here.
Yes, there is. And a terraformable. And it's circling the water world.
Alright!
So, heading out that way. Since they're both there, I'll just get the water world if you grab the moon. Or if you get out there first, you grab the water world, whichever. It doesn't matter. They're both right there.
Yeah, you grab the water world, I'll grab the moon. That way we know.
Okay.
Shows the water world's worth 1,300,000.
Mm-hmm.
That'd
That's
be a
about
little
right.
one.
Yep. It's on the low end of water worlds. Like I said, 3 to 6. That's what you expect a terraformable water world to be in. Well, is it first-person shooters, or is it first-person shooters with, you know, the online arena type games? Because there's a big difference. Oh, is this a pretty light blue world? Oh, is that nice? I like that one. Nice. Ah, that's why it's not terraformable. It's too big.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Yeah.
Surface scanned.
I find those the online ones where you're playing against other people, there tends to be, because you tend to have to jump around a lot more and look around a lot more, and so yeah, the opportunity to get
Complete.
messed up between what you're seeing and what's you know physically you're doing. Tend to be able to get out of sync a lot easier.
Ready when you are.
Oh, I gotta fly by.
Yep, never mind. Never mind there, Captain.
Well, it's another really pretty one. It's 2 pretty worlds right attached to each other. Cool. A big one and a little one. Nice. Engage.
Frameshift drive charging.
Spooling FTL engines and preparing for jump.
Yeah, as they've become more popular, they've become more advanced with all sorts of crazy stuff and a lot more on the screen. So. Son, you ain't old yet.
Oh, 42.
Oh, how nice. Well, I can kind of see why if you're playing in the competitive shooters. There's just so much going on. Where the PvE games, even Serious Sam, it gets a little busy. I'm able to play the Borderlands games, but not Serious Sam. Serious Sam makes me ill. But even though Serious Sam is PvE, it still plays a lot more like a PvP because there's just so much going on. Just hordes. Then there are games that just don't get the movement right. I don't know what they do different, but there are some games that it's just like, forget it. Just has nothing to do with resolution. It has everything to do the way they coded, you know, the camera movement. And it's just like, why did you do that?
System scan complete.
System map. So I could play Skyrim for, 16, 18 hours at a time without any problem. Fallout, basically the same. Although I haven't had quite a marathon session that long in Fallout. Back when I played some other games, I played Nine Dragons, which is an online game. That was fine. Age of Wushu was mostly fine, except when it got into larger battles. But that was mostly because of lag. Machine I had at the time just couldn't handle it. It's got to be real bad. All right. So nothing good at this system. Time to move. Engage.
Frameshift drive charging.
Preparing to fold space.
The Hunter Call of the Wild, I play just fine. It's very much a first-person shooter. No problem.
3, 2,
Influence missions. What influence missions do is they really don't do a whole lot for you.
fuel scooping.
It's more they do stuff for,
Fuel scooping.
say you've got you'll get several factions in a system. What an influence mission does is it changes in the next system map. The next iteration with a game mode, it changes with the relationship between the different factions. So if you're doing influence missions, what you're doing is you're raising the influence of the faction you're working for, which means they'll, if they don't, you either help them keep the station or you'll help them take the station over, depending on whether they're the owners of it at the moment. So if you're doing something like Imperial slave trading, whenever you're ready, engage.
Frameshift drive
You want to make the system,
Preparing for war.
controlled by an Imperial faction, because if you don't, the Imperial slaves will be illegal, which means you'll be carrying illegal cargo and you can't deliver there, or at least not without sneaking in. So if you can increase the influence of the Imperial factions in the system, you can keep the system in Imperial control and keep Imperial slaves legal. If it flips over to Fed, well, Imperial slaves are always illegal in Fed systems. So, if you want to mess with somebody who's doing Imperial slave runs in systems, work for the Imperial factions on influence missions and flip the system on them. So generally I don't bother with influence missions because I very rarely care. Generally I'll deal with rep, material, or money. And occasionally cargo if there's a particularly rare cargo that I need to get for some reason. System map. But if you're doing power plays, if you're in the power play system, working for one of one of the power play factions. Well, influence is a very important mission for you. Because you want your allied factions to have the most influence in the system that you can, so you can flip the system over to the control of your particular faction. Alright, we own the system, nothing good here. Engage.
Frameshift drive charging.
Preparing for warp.
While it's not, you know, it's useless really if you don't have a specific trading thing in mind where you need a particular faction, or if you're doing power play. So if you're not doing one of those two, just don't bother with influence missions. They don't matter. Or don't really matter to your gameplay.
Fuel scooping.
But say you want to get,
Complete.
you know, you want to get reputation with a particular faction. You know, you're doing the whole power play thing, and you've aligned yourself with a faction to get one of the faction weapons. Well, okay, now you want to start going and doing influence missions to help your faction. That way you can get your faction points every week quite easily, and work towards getting that nice juicy weapon you want, or armor, or a shield, or whatever. No problem. Glad to help. So, you know, up until recently, those missions, I don't do you know, I'm generally either looking for money, rep, or materials. At some point, I'm going to do
System scan complete.
the power plays because I want to get like the what do you call it? The Imperial Hammer railgun. Because I want to play with those. There's a certain type of shield I'd like to get, so I'm going to do that one as well. You know, prismatic shield. Yes, thank you. A few other things I want to try. System map. So at some point I will start paying attention to and start doing those missions. But not yet.
Well, it wouldn't do no good way out here.
Yeah, it wouldn't help me at all, yeah. Alright. We own the system. Nothing really good here. Engage.
Frameshift drive.
Preparing for jump.
Although it should be comical when we get back to the bubble if you guys are still watching, because we're going to take Ella and go to the Guardian structures and get him some modular blueprints so he can get more than 22 light year jumps at a time.
Viper name, huh? I'm generally not that great at naming.
Fuel scooping. System scan complete.
Gas station.
Fuel scooping complete.
Get your gas here. You know, the ship I'm in now has a the Silver Shadow is the reason it's named that is in homage to one of my favorite side quests in Fallout 4. System map. I named another ship after my favorite coffee. Long Distance Voyager is named after after the Moody Blues album, Long Distance Voyager. Whenever you're ready, Lynn.
Pretty when you are.
Engage.
Frameshift drive charging.
Charging FTL.
So I'm not sure what to name a Viper. I named my my Mamba Scalded Ape because it's the fastest. Yeah, hey, it flies as fast as a scalded ape.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, he's crazy.
My Federal Corvette I just named the Beast because it's just one beast of a combat ship.
Complete.
I did that again.
Yes,
System map. And we own it. Whenever you're ready, engage.
Frameshift drive
Preparing for jump.
This should be our 20th jump.
Oh, nice.
We kind of got slowed down at the 322,000 light seconds out.
Yeah, well, it was worth it.
Oh yeah, I'm not driving, I'm just saying.
I mean, that system may run us up to 30 or 40 million.
Oh yeah. Oh shit!
Well, I can say for certain this is the last system we're going to tonight. Oh my goodness. 63 bodies.
63!
Woo! I was wondering when we were going to break that. 58 was our largest system for a long, long time. Okay.
Yeah.
And there are water worlds here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, one of them anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. It's orbiting a gas giant.
With that many, I'm sure there's probably some terraformable.
Probably. I mean, it is the right type of star to have a decent-sized habitable range, so...
Yeah.
Oh, look at all these gas giants.
Oh.
This is going to be one pricey system.
Oh yeah. Oh, Lord, most of these gas giants are just right on top of each other, too. I think, oh, okay, I got it all, and I go out, and it's like it's still blinking. It's like, I gotta go.
Yeah. This B-star is crazy.
I know it. Well, A's crazy, too. Or I guess I'm in B. Excuse me, it's probably B.
Yeah. All right.
Finally.
One
Where's
more
one?
gas.
There he is.
Oh, you found it?
I
Okay.
found it. Yeah. There you go.
Great. System map. Rust bucket. All right, call it Tin Soldier. All right, look at all these gas giants. And I think I'm going to check all the moons carefully just in case there's a terraformable moon here. It's the type of system where there might be one.
Well, there's a water world in here somewhere, isn't there?
There's a water world in here somewhere, yeah. And
I don't see it.
that's because it's circling something else. Let me make sure I can...
Where is it? I'm sure we... Yeah.
It's okay, it's the last planet on the first star. And it's not terraformable, alright? Would you believe we do 64 objects or 63 objects and not a single terraformable? We do have a
we
water
do have a water world.
We do have a water world, and I'm heading out to it. And I have a feeling that's where I'm going to end the night since we're already past 10 o'clock.
Okay. Sounds good to me. I'll get out here and drop down and do some repairs to my ship. Oh yeah, for the record, when you come into a system, don't get caught between the asteroid belt and the main star. You will do damage.
Well, that system was a little strange. The asteroid belt was right in the scoopable zone of the star.
Knocked me right out of Super Cruise and boom.
Yeah. Not much you could do about that one, and there are, that does happen. And I just happened to not hit an asteroid where I came in. You came in basically on top of one. Just bad luck. And I'm going to try and avoid the loop of shame, although I don't think I really did. How about flying blind? Kick me. Boy, that is a dark, deep, dark blue. Holy crow.
Oh, it is. Pretty.
Oh, it's an 8 probe water world. No wonder it's no wonder it's okay, so it's a little bit further out than usual on the first shot. And I want to go about there in the second pair. Right down the middle and see what that does.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Got it.
Surface scan complete.
Alright. Shoot ring. much this ring covers. Just that little bit. Okay.
Surface scan
Ooh,
complete.
look at all those. Nice.
What'd you get?
Whole bunches of hotspots. Alright, did I shoot that far enough out, or is that going to hit the... no, that's going to hit the same ring. Okay. A little further out. Okay. Interesting, that's a two-colored ring.
Surface scan
Holy crap,
complete.
look at them all! Wow! That is so many hotspots, it's ridiculous! Nice. Alright, let's see what we got. Alright. Painite, Painite, Painite. Platinum, Monazite, Platinum, Platinum, Painite, Platinum, Rhodplumsite, Painite, Monazite, Platinum, Painite, Serendivite, Serendivite, Platinum, Monazite, Platinum, Monazite, Platinum. Holy crap. Serendivite, Painite, Rhodplumsite, Platinum, Rhodplumsite, 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 Serendivite. Wow. That was a ton of Painite hotspots. That crashes a lot. Yeah. That's an insane number of hotspots. Cool. Alright, I'll be dropping in on you.
Okie doke, I'm just finishing up my repairs.
Yep.
Like, wow. That Ed Scout, the only thing I say it's good for is if you're by yourself. Do you 14, 9, 6, 4.
Disengage.
Dropping out of FTL.
Cool. Hello, Doc.
Hello. And there we are. Alrighty, how many jumps did we get tonight?
Oh, shoot. I was busy. 60, 20, we did 20 jumps, We were at 88, and we're at 68 now.
Yep.
And let's see how far we traveled. 710 light years.
Interesting. That's a pretty good distance for 20 jumps.
Yeah.
That must have been pretty much a straight line.
Yeah, well...
Can't be many
yeah,
jags.
yeah. There was only... The last jump was a jag. That was it.
Yeah. Alrighty. So, for everyone who came along for the ride tonight, it was great to have you. We had a decent showing. I really do appreciate that. And for those of you who joined us in the stream, Blue Moon and Cody, it was great to have you and great to talk with you. We'll pick this up again tomorrow night at 8 p.m. as usual. That's all for now. This is Trice Majestus signing out.
Well, I'll see you tomorrow night. Maybe Yeller will be back with us. Yeah, Sibylla, Drake. Yes. Looks like 3 more days. If we get 700 a day, it's 2010 light years to Enigma. So, well, anyways, I guess I'll see you tomorrow night. Good night.